So here I am, driving to POA yet again. And today, I just kind of want to talk about, like, what it feels like when you're going through things in life that feel like the initiations to get to the next level or next step or next achievement or accomplishment or evolution of self, so on and so forth. Life, it comes with challenges. I've been facing a lot of these challenges as I go through life, and it's weird and it's difficult, and I don't feel like I'm prepared all the time. And the thing is, in conversation with other humans, in my own, ways, I'm figuring it out, right? Realizing that we're all going through it. I was talking to someone the other day, just by happenstance, and she was saying, hey, it feels like everybody's going through something lately. And I was like, yeah, and it's like a few somethings. Like, today I was leaving to go to the lake place, and fucking dude, the baby he just wouldn't stop screaming, and I feel so bad because, I'm leaving Donna home with this screaming child when I'm going to get my leg, worked on, fixed, adjusted, so on and so forth. And so, while there's already a level of guilt leaving the house because, man, the kid's screaming and I feel so bad, there's this also level of, fuck, well, I gotta do what I gotta do. So how do we do this? How do we navigate this? When you see your better half sitting there, already drained, with little energy because, this little human is going through something, and so, like, it eats you up inside, as a father, as the person leaving the house, and then it's like, I think, well, I'm not going out to have fun. I'm going to get my leg so it doesn't hurt when I walk. So, like, there's that logic there. Then you can kind of, dance around the other stuff. But one of the things I'm learning is one of my initiations I'm going through is the ability to just be all right with the way it is. So, hey, I gotta go get my leg worked on, and Zen won't stop crying. What do we do? Oh, okay, you go get your leg worked on, and she stays there and makes sure that Zen is tended to. And that's it. One of my coaches, Matt Clemmer, he always says that we are meaning-making machines. And if we stop making the meanings around things be so what they're not, right? Like, the meaning isn't I'm a bad dad if I go and, get my leg worked on. The meaning isn't I'm a bad parent if I leave my child there. The meaning isn't I'm a bad spouse if I leave, his mother to take care of him. It's really odd stuff. So the understanding of the bits of life, or just letting bits of life be without making the meaning be attached to it. That's what I'm going for. Yep. That's what I'm going for. And it's difficult, especially for somebody like me in the morning who seems to get, like, plagued by frustration and anger and negativity, like, as soon as I roll out of bed, regardless of the exercises I do mentally and physically, I just have to get mentally tough. I have to stop giving meaning to the things that I don't necessarily love and just allow what is to be. So wake up in the morning, work through your frustrations or your angers or your tears, but don't give them meaning, right? So I've been working on not giving things meaning. I've even spoken about it in videos recently about how I am working on not taking things personally. That's a fucking trek for me. Not taking things personally is super difficult. It's one of the hardest 4 agreements that I have ever tried to work through. And I'm constantly working on the 4 agreements. And if you're not familiar, the 4 agreements is a book by Don Miguel Ruiz. And the 4 agreements are: always be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, never assume anything, and always do your best. Well, I assume things, and I'm better at not assuming things than taking things personally. I'm better at being impeccable with my word and doing my best. So the one that I struggle with the most is the one that keeps popping up the most. And that's one of the things we all basically experience, right? The lesson you're needing to learn the most shows up the most. And a lot of the time it shows up in you teaching others how to make it through, as well as it shows up in ways where you just get pained going through it. So if you're getting pained going through the points of your journey, maybe pay attention to those pain points. And if that pain is repetitive, you might be needing to make a switch. And it's difficult to just switch up your emotions and your mindset, and the way you view things and the way you handle things and who you are, right? Stuff is difficult. So we face the things that are difficult with grace and ease and move into it in a flowing, beautiful, happy state, not a forced, stressed out state. And that's hard. Well, it's simple, but it's not easy. And that's where the hard comes in. Because, yeah, it is simple. It's a simple process, right? Like, adjust your mindset. Do what you've got to do to get where you want to get and be who you want to be. But that shit's tough. Simple, not easy. So, I fall back on having grace with yourself, having compassion with yourself. I'm working so hard on loving myself more all the time, in a hope that I will love others more. And the beautiful byproduct is I get to love myself more, even though that was the main focus at the beginning. And the main focus is making everyone else feel loved and appreciated, mentally. But emotionally, really, we need to take care of ourselves first. We need to love ourselves first. We need to have grace and compassion with ourselves first. We need to be able to communicate with ourselves in a healthy fashion. And that is the way where we get to being able to be the best us for everyone that's out there, for everyone in the world, for everyone in our circle, for everyone in our home. So it's just a never-ending cycle. I've learned that you don't just get to quit trying to roll with the punches. You don't get to quit going through initiations, and you don't get to quit working on this life. It's the only life you got. Love is the only answer. And all we need to do is try our best to be our best. And in that, I mean, love yourself. Be peaceful with yourself. Be at peace with yourself. Be compassionate and giving to yourself. Be loving to yourself. Try not to fucking hold yourself to such high, impossible standards to reach and achieve and accomplish. You can do this. We can all do this. And you don't have to be an artist to experience imposter syndrome. I was talking to a mechanic yesterday who just blurted out, I have imposter syndrome bad. And I'm like, holy shit. We all do. Which is why I am here to say hello. I am Robbie Rapole, the human coach. If you have human issues, I'm here to coach you through them. Because you don't have to be an artist or a doctor or a lawyer or something that, you don't expect, is normal. You can be a person, a human that works at 7-Eleven, that works at Crunch Fitness, that is a truck driver, that is a shelf stocker. Any position you're in life, you can have imposter syndrome. You can be too hard on yourself. You can suffer from not having grace with yourself. So just know that. Remember that. And when we hit these initiations, when we face these tough times, when we go through the battles of life, we must remember our history so far has us making it through 100% of our hard days. And our initiations and everything that came before this. I love y'all. You are wonderful people. You are all rad motherfuckers. I am rad, and so are you. Do not forget this. And I love that I'm speaking to myself in the camera, because as I say this, I get to hear it from me, to me. Have a great day. You know the story. If you like what we got, like, share, subscribe. If what we're saying resonates, holler at your waller. Leave some messages, leave some comments. Share this stuff around. And let me know if it helps. Because I'm always down to hear your wins. But I'm always down to help some folks do some things. I love y'all. Have a great day. Be wonderful. Be good to yourself. Have grace with yourselves. Love yourselves. Love each other. And just have grace through everything you can. Have grace for yourself. Love y'all.